Hello everyone, it is Shikha again and I'm back with another lecture on Linux. So this is the lecture number 31st of our Linux series. So basically today we are going to focus on the shadow file and we will going to cover how to read the shadow file and its password policies too, which is also come under user management topic. So for that I recommend you all to watch my entire video in order to avoid missing any vital information regarding the shadow file. So let's take a look at it, okay, without wasting our time. So first we will going to understand what does the shadow file is being referred. What does we mean by shadow file? So basically if I talk about the shadow file, it is come under the etc directory, and this directory, the etc directory, there is a file called shadow file. Okay, and this is a kind of a text file. Okay, the shadow file, it is a text file which store the information of user's password. Suppose in your system there are two users and these two users password information would be stored under shadow file. Okay, so let's understand this in a better way through the practical. Open the VMware workstation and your terminal. So when you open your terminal, let's come under the password file. If you do remember that when I was telling you regarding the password file and its fields, whatever be the content available under password file, when I was telling you regarding its field, so I also discussed with you that after the username, root user, after the username there is second field, and this field refers for the password of that user, and this field password is being stored under another file which is called shadow. So here X is referring here that the password is being stored under the shadow file. So when you open the shadow file, you will able to see the password of the root user. See here. This is the password of the root user. After semicolon from dollar to slash, this is the password of the root user. So that's how the shadow file is being stored the password of the user. Okay, the shadow file has the, like the root user has the privilege, and the root user information is also stored under the shadow file. Basically the shadow file is divided into 9 fields and it allows 640 plus permissions. Okay, so today we will going to talk about its password policies too. So for that, let's understand its fields first. Okay, so let's grab only the root. So see here, as you can see, after the username, the second fields from dollar to slash, I discussed with you that it refers to the password of the root user. Now let's understand it in a better way. Basically, the password of the user is being written in the encrypted format, and under the encrypted format it is being under the hash algorithm. Now let's understand what does the hash algorithm means. Basically it is a kind of a format in which your password has been written. The first field under this, there are also some fields, like as you can see, $1, when the $1 is ending there is another dollar is starting, so it refers to the first field. After it, from this to, see this, it refers to the second field, and the last is the from this to the third field. So basically the first field refers to the type of the password and it has been set to some value. Second field refers to the salt. The third field refers to the hash algorithm in which your password has been written. Okay, so you do not need to go under in depth very, like you do not need to go in very depth regarding the password or the encrypted format. You just need to take the overview that what does the value has been set to the type of the password. We are only going to cover today the type of the password. So the first field, as you can see here in the first field, which is refers to the type, it the value is being set to 6. We will going to cover these and we can even change the values. Okay, so the third field is refers to the when you have changed your password last. Suppose I have changed my password today. Okay, so it will provide me the date from today and the back also. Suppose when your Linux has been like the Linux when came. So it is came on 1 January 1970. So these password policies from there, the password policy, or we can say the password command, has been come from that day, 1 January 1970. From that day to today, it will count whole days. So basically in this field, whole days would be coming from when January 1972 to whenever you have changed your password last. Okay, so you do not need to go under, just remember that it show you the whole date from 1 January 1972, the date you have changed your password last. After it, the next field, which is the fourth field, basically the fourth field is the minimum age of your password, how many times you can change your password. The fifth field refers to the validity of your password. For that much days your password will not get expired, and when these days will get over, your password will get expired. Okay, so it is basically a maximum age or the validity of your password. After that, the sixth field refers to the warning mails. Sorry, eighth field refers to the seventh field refers to the warning mails. Eighth field is refers to your inactive mode, and the last field is the expiration. So this one is the first, the second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and the ninth. Basically, it has ninth fields. The ninth field is right now you do not need to understand. All these are refer for the password policies. The eighth one is the uh, expiry date. Seventh is the inactive, and till that you are able to see that. Okay, so and the last field is just unused, which will be used in the future. Right now at this field, ninth field is mostly blank, as you can see in all the content. Okay, so this happens. Now we will going to work on the main value, the type of the password. Here we are able to see 6. So basically what happens by default when you create any user and you assign any password to that user, so by default it will take the value 6. So we will want, if we want to change the value, we can even change it. And first we will going to see where does this value is being stored or saved. So for that, let's exit from this terminal and let's open the two terminal. Okay. So let's create a user. I'm going to create a user by user add command cloud. Okay, cloud already exists. Let's create another user called knowledge. Okay, to check that the user has been created or not, run this command. See, knowledge user has been created. Okay, so to assign the password to the knowledge user, we just need to execute password along with the user name. Assign the password. Okay, so now let's grab the user knowledge under the shadow file. So as we are able to get the output, so this first field is the username and the second field is referring for the password. Okay, from that, so as you can see, the value, the password which is in encrypted format in the value of the hash algorithm is 6. As I already discussed with you that the value is by default it would be 6. It chooses the value 6 only. Suppose if I want to check where does this value is being saved, so for that we need to come under a directory called pam.d. Okay, which is come under etc directory. Let's check the content. So here you need to come under file. Here you need to come under, wait, system auth. Okay, so here you need to come under this file. So we all know to come under, we will going to run vim command and the, so here you will able to see the value, okay, of your password which is written in encrypted form. So come down, Let me write it the values as well so that you will able to understand betterly. Basically, the values are totally in not more than come under this hash algorithm. There are few values. Let's understand these values. The first one, the first value is refers to the algorithm called MD5. You do not need to understand that much. You just need to understand the value is referred to this algorithm. $2A. This value refers to the algorithm called blowfish. Next, the value, if there is a value called 2Y, then this value refers to the EKS blowfish. And if the value is refers to the 5, then it refers to SHA 256. And if the value is being set to 6, then it refers to the algorithm SHA 512. So right now we all know that by default it is choosing the value 6. So let's check what does its algorithm is being came under the file called auth system auth. So here when you come under password site options, here you will able to find that in the second line password sufficient, it will show you the value. See, SHA 512. So as I already discussed with you that the dollar, which is the value, if the value is 6, so it refers to the algorithm SHA 512. And if you want to change it, you can even change it. So to change it, just press O and come under this. Let's make the value 5. So here we need to write SHA 256. Save the file and now you will see some changes. Again set the password to the knowledge user. Okay, and then let's grab it. See, the value is being changed. So from 6 to it is 5. You can even change if you want to make it one value. You can even do that. Okay. If we want to make it one value, then here we need to write MD5. Save the file. Again, provide the password to the knowledge user. Then let's grab it. See, the value has been changed to 1. So that's how we can change the value. If we want that the value is to be set by defaulted as the value is being set to 6. So we want that the value is only 6. So just do the same setting. Just make it 6. Just write it here SHA 512, whatever the value was before. Okay. So here you do not need to worry. Just do the same setting which was previously there. Okay, so that's how we can set the value and make the changes under our encrypted format of the password. Okay, so this is the hash algorithm and that's how its value is being set. Now grab it. See, the value is being changed to 6 now. Okay, so this is the main thing which I want to tell you guys, that how does the encrypted format password is being work and how we can change its value. So even in the interview, if someone would ask to you that what does the value 6 refers in the encrypted format of the password which is come under shadow file, so you will able to answer that it is the value of SHA 512. Okay, so that's how you can answer. So I hope you are clear with that much. And there are also some changes happen in the password policy too, in the content also of the shadow file. Let's understand this as well. Suppose, let's understand what happens. Suppose if I lock the password of the knowledge user. Now let's check what happened. grab, see. Here it is referring for double exclamatory, but when there is nothing, I haven't make changes in this, so there are nothing like that exclamatory sign was before. So what happens when you make the password lock? So it will show you double exclamatory sign before the password. Okay, but when you unlock it, it will show you the before case, whatever be the situation was before. Okay, now grab it. Okay, so when this type of situation will come, you can answer that it is that the password is being locked and the password is unlocked. Okay, suppose if the user is get logged, how we can check the password? The user, if the user is logged, how we can check? So for that, user mod -l and knowledge. Now it will also provide you some changes. Grab, see. When the only the user is logged but the password is not logged, unlocked, the password, if the password is unlocked and the user is logged, then it will only show you single exclamatory sign. But if both, if the password is logged, then it will show you double exclamatory sign. So be clear with the difference between these two. And suppose if you unlock it, it will show you the before situation. Okay, so this is the thing which is come under password policies. See, there is no exclamatory sign is being here. Okay, one more thing, if you delete the password, then let's see what happened. See here, see, when you delete the password, everything would be blank, your password would be blank. Okay, so this is the main thing under the password policies and your encrypted format password, which is come under shadow file. Now let's be all able to know that this is the last date of our password would be changed on this date. So it will show you this. Suppose if you want to make changes, that how many time you can change your password, if you want to make changes under the fourth field, you can do this by executing the command password -n. So it will provide you minimum age of your password. Okay, and knowledge, as I already discussed with you regarding all these passwords on my last lecture on the password command. Okay, so I'm just giving you an overview. See, in the fourth field, there is a change. So if you want that your validity date would be extend or would be decreased, so for that we need to execute password along with x refer for the expiry of the password, and then the username. Just write the value to set the value. I want it is my password would be valid for only 2 days, and after 2 days it will get expired. Grab it. See, the value has been changed. I want that the warning mail which I will get before 1 day. Like if my password is getting expired tomorrow, so I will get today the warning mail. Okay, so for that we need to execute password along with -w and the date 1 knowledge. See here, just grab it. See, the value is being changed. If you want inactive mode too, if you want to make changes, if you want that your password will get inactive or your account will get inactive within 3 days, if you do not change your password, so here you need to execute password along with -i for inactive and the value and the username. Grab, see, it is also changed. 8th field is refer for the expiry date. On this basic specific date your account will get expired, and last is the right now it is not of use. Okay, so basically this is the shadow file, and this all these come under shadow file. So I hope you are clear with that much, and how we use the shadow file, and what are the password policies come under shadow file, and what are its encrypted format hash algorithm. Okay, so hopefully this lecture is useful for you and for your friends as well if they are also watching it. So for more information and updates on Linux, keep connected with us and stay tuned. So thanks for watching.